Hi everybody. Today what we're going to do is attempt to take a look at the idea of Greek mythology. As you can see, the Greeks were, you know, the people we've talked about, cultures of all peoples, ancient peoples around the world, and the Greeks had an amazing way to solve what they thought were issues in their and how to solve problems within their culture. And the word myth I want you to take a look at, because the word myth is exactly what it is. It's something that's not proven. It's what they believed, and it's the process of looking at and trying to solve problems. So the first thing we're going to take a look at is define and look at mythology. Many of Western civilization's symbols, metaphors, words, and idealized images came from ancient Greek mythology. It's based on a polytheistic religion, which is a multiple god religion that is integral or very important to culture, politics, and art in ancient Greece. Mythology offered explanations of natural phenomena, human qualities, and life events. So they basically put this in to solve many of the problems and the issues that were going on, to give an answer to particular things. So question number one is, what did the Greeks believe gods and goddesses control? And in essence, they control different parts of the universe. Okay. What did they believe was the main difference between gods and humans? And that's a really important question. And they were like humans, except the gods and the goddesses were actually immortal. All right, so they couldn't die. All right, so they were basically, they're still around even today, in terms of that. So that kind of solved the issue of how long they're around, and why they've been around for thousands of years is because in that case they are immortal. You need to know that word immortal. Okay, so let's go over a couple of the people involved here. You got the head guy, which is Zeus, and he's the king of the gods and ruler of Mount Olympus. He's the god of sky, he's the god of thunder, he's the youngest child of the Titans, Cronus and Rhea. Lots of symbols that go along with him, the thunderbolt, the eagle, some things that are just big on everybody's scale here. He's the brother and husband of Hera, although he had many lovers. He's the brother of Poseidon, Hades, which we'll get into in a second, Demeter, and Hestia. Here is Hera, the queen of the gods. Okay, and as you can see, the symbols include the peacock, the pomegranate, the crown, the cuckoo, the lion, and a cow of all things. He explains where she is too. Is the youngest daughter of Cronus and Rhea, wife and sister of Zeus. That's the important part. All right. Wife and sister. Yeah, I know it's exactly the way it sounds. The sister of Zeus. Being the goddess of marriage, she frequently tried to get revenge on Zeus's lovers and their children. All right. Have you ever heard of the Poseidon adventure? All right. The Poseidon is the god of the seas, earthquakes, and tidal waves. They got the horse, the bull, the dolphin, the trident. The middle son of Cronus. He's the brother of Zeus and Hades. He's married to Nereid, Aphrodite. Amphitrite, sorry. Although, like most male Greek gods, he had many lovers. Okay, so if you go to Virginia Beach, you would see a statue of Poseidon on the beach, because he's the god of the seas. Demeter is a goddess of fertility. So if you ever, at some point in your life when you want to have a family, Demeter is the goddess of fertility to help you bear fruit to a son or daughter. To farming and nature and so forth. The symbols poppy, wheat, and torch and pig. The middle daughter of Cronus and Rhea. So we're kind of building a family tree here. Apollo, god of light, all right, knowledge, healing, plague, and darkness. So you can kind of see the kind of problems that are getting fit in with all of these. The sun, mainly manly youth and beauty. He's the son of Zeus and Leto. All right, there's the symbols right there as well. So he's the son of Zeus. So Apollo will be the son of Zeus. Artemis, goddess of the hunt, virginity, childbirth, archery, the moon, She's the daughter of Zeus and Leto and the twin sister of Apollo. Athena, goddess of wisdom. Symbols include the owl, the daughter of Zeus. All right, so you need to know that. She's a rose from her father's head, fully grown. All right. And then you have Aphrodite, who's the goddess of love, beauty, and desire. All right. Another daughter of Zeus, perhaps born from the sea, sea foam, married to Hephaestus, although she had many adulterous affairs, mostly notably with Ares. All right. Her name given us the word aphrodisiac, while her Latin name Venus gave us the word venereal. So to give you, an aphrodisiac is kind of like a wanting or a needing for sexual pleasure. That kind of it's where it comes from. All right, and venereal disease is part of that, but in the opposite direction of a consequence because of that. So that's all I'm going to say about that. So then there's Ares, god of war, violence, and bloodshed. Symbols include the boar, a serpent, and so forth. He's the son of Zeus and Hera. All the gods except for Aphrodite despised him, so his Latin name Mars gave us the word martial. So again, you can see this in the family tree. Hephaestus, all right, master blacksmith and craftsman of the gods. Fire, the god of fire and forge. All right, there's his symbols there, the fire and anvil. Son of Hera, either by Zeus or alone. He's married to Aphrodite. Although, unlike most divine husband who's rarely ever licentious, but his Latin name Vulcan, all right, came from gave us the word volcano. So just to give you an idea. All right, then you got Hermes, messenger of the gods. All right, he's the son of Zeus and the second youngest Olympian, just older than Dionysus. And Hestia is the goddess of the hearth and of the right ordering of domesticity and family. She was born into the first Olympian generation and was one of the original 12 Olympians. Some list the 12 Olympians amid her in favor of Dionysus. The first child of Cronus and Rhea, eldest sister of Hades. I don't want to bore you, but it's another part of the family tree. All right, there's Dionysus as well, god of wine, celebrations, ecstasy. All right. Son of Zeus and the mortal Theban princess Semele, married to the Cretan princess Ariadne, the youngest Olympian god. All right, and then finally you have Hades. Hades is the god of the underworld, kind of like the devil and God. You got Zeus and Hades. He's the god of the underworld, the dead and the riches under the earth. He was born into the first Olympian generation, the elder brother of Zeus, Poseidon, Hera, and Demeter, and the youngest brother of Hestia. But as he lives in the underworld rather than the Mount Olympus, he is typically not included amongst the 12 Olympians. So, long story short here, guys, is that these are all mythical people that were created, I guess you could say created, that the Greeks believed were the answers to certain situations. And we're going to be going over these. You're going to need to know this family tree, okay, as part of Greek mythology. Okay?